and your Tobacco Road Football Club. Tonight's starting lineup for the Wilmington Hammerheads. In goal, number 1, Andrew Ramig. Defender, number 14, Noah Kemble. Defender, number 12, Matt Morgan. Defender, number 13, Ben Davidson. Defender, number 16, Nathaniel Renhack. Midfielder, number 5, Ross Tomaselli. Midfielder, number 3, Cam Lindley. Midfielder, number 5, John Scullin. Midfielder, number 7, Jeremy Kelly. Midfielder, number 10, Bill Goodrum. And forward, number 21, Will Heating. And now, the starting lineup for Tobacco Road. In goal, number 1, Jackson Hawthorne. Defender, number 5, Jared List. Defender, number 22, Jason McCartney. Defender, number 12, Tyler Aguilar-Lassicus. Defender, number 8, Max Moser. Midfielder, number 16, Teddy Mullen. Midfielder, number 24, Henry Hannafel. Midfielder, number 17, Jonathan Ray. Midfielder, number 7, Alan Wynn. Forward, number 6, German Mendoza. And tonight's captain, number 18, Eli Gardner.
Ooh.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and welcome John Griffin from Virginia Beach, Virginia, with the singing of tonight's national
I think this is
anthem.
the second time he's done.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's bright gleaming, who were brought Christ and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran above mercy gave proof to the night that a flag was still floating as that star-spangled banner waves o'er the land of free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to Durham County Memorial Stadium, located in beautiful Durham, North Carolina, for a PDL South Atlantic Division matchup between your Tobacco Road FC and the visiting Wilmington Hammerheads. I'm Jacob Turner, joined alongside me, Jamie Patel. Jamie, go ahead and give us a start and lineups for today's teams.
Starting with the Wilmington Hammerheads, in goal is Andrew Romig. Along the back line sees Noah Kemble, Matt Morgan, Ben Davidson, and Nathaniel Rennock in the back line. In midfield, Ross Tomaselli will partner with Cam Linley. John Scon and Jeremy Kelly will lead the line in midfield, as well as Phil Goodrum. Up top is Will Heaney. For Tobacco Road, back in goal is Jackson Hawthorne after missing out on the last match. Jared Rist, Jason McCartney, Tyler Ajavlasisis, and Max Moser are the back line. Teddy Mullen, Henry Hannapel, John Ray, Alan Wynn, and Eli Garner in the midfield, with German Mendoza, otherwise known as Champe, up front.
Thanks, Jamie, for the starting lineups. Game is getting ready to kick off. Tobacco Road will start with the ball. Is Alan Wynn and Eli Gardner standing over the ball right now, just waiting for the referee's whistle. We will get underway here in Durham, North Carolina. Jamie, what's your expectation going into the match, and give me a score prediction?
I expect a pretty even contest between both sides. The Wilmington Hammerheads obviously looking to improve this season after having stop-start performances. Tobacco Road coming off a brilliant 3-0 win here at home in the RDU Derby against North Carolina FC's under-23s. A dominating performance there. Looking to continue that here tonight against the Wilmington Hammerheads. I expect a close game, but I reckon Tobacco Road will come out 2-1 winners. 2-1
winners, Jamie. Hopefully that's what we'll see tonight as the game gets underway. Henry Hannapel over to McCartney. Jason McCartney really played in every match so far this game, and as a center back has performed well this year. It's good to see him back alongside Jared Rist, a guy we haven't seen too much of this season, especially at home. I think it's only his second game as a starter at home, but the Wilmington Hammerheads sitting in 9th place currently in the South Atlantic Division, and your Tobacco Road Football Club sitting in 6th place. So two teams with a decent records. Wilmington's struggling a little bit more. Tobacco Road has looked really good in the past couple weeks. Is Champe on the ball right here. Just loses it out of bounds.
You saw the man pressuring the ball there, Jeremy Kelly for the Wilmington Hammerheads. Look out for him. He was a former North Carolina FC, formerly Carolina Railhawks Academy player. Made a start for the first team, actually. Not a start, sorry, a substitute appearance for them. He's definitely a dangerous player.
Yeah, Jeremy Kelly will certainly be a guy we'll have to look after today as Alan Wynn applies pressure up top. Good header by Tyler Ajavlasitis, excuse me. Ball goes out of play. Ajavlasitis with the throw in. Goes short to Hannapel. Jeremy Kelly right there with the steal. Just talking about a moments ago, Jamie. He tries to put a cross in the box, and that'll be a corner kick early for the Wilmington Hammerheads.
Yeah, you can see there he's proving he's dangerous with his pace there. Wins his side of corner.
Yeah, Jeremy Kelly's certainly a very pacey player. As Wilmington will look to get ahead on this as he crosses into the box. Just gets away by Hannapel. McCartney, I think, got a bit of contact with his head there to confuse some of the Wilmington defenders. As Champe Mendoza with a good steal there to get the ball back. Passes it central to Alan Wynn. Wynn has certainly been an important player so far this season.
Well done there from Eli Garner.
Yeah, Eli Garner putting some really good pressure on early. Garner, a real workhorse and leading the line tonight, Jamie. We've seen a couple guys that have played up front. We've seen Joaquin Del Rosario, who's on the bench today. We've seen Alan Wynn lead the line, and now we got Eli Garner. What's your thoughts on him as a central striker?
Well, the theme for Tobacco Road this season so far has been they've had really no out-and-out striker. There's lots of players that can play that position, but Cedric Burke has opted to switch it around and play sort of a system that falls into the category of a false nine, really, where the forward and the front man really switches around between the players. Oh, what an effort that was.
Oh, that was an effort there. By number 5, Jared Riss, a center back. having an early go there. That was close to going in, Jamie.
I wouldn't put it past him. He scored in the first match here against Carolina Dynamo after a well-worked move, and he definitely has an eye for goal, the defender.
No surprise here to see Jonathan Ray on the corner. Had an exceptional game. Man of the match performance last week against the NCFC U23. About a week ago from today. Let's see if he can put a good delivery into the boxes. He whips that in. Oh, and the header. Don't know if Jared Riss knew too much about that. Kind of turned his head at the last second. It was smothered by Andrew Romig in goal.
It's a good chance there. He could have maybe made better contact. The sun might have been in his eyes there, but good chance. He had a free header there.
Yeah, the sun's certainly playing a factor, at least in the first half. We've had a very hot day in Durham, about 90 degrees at kickoff, and playing on that turf down there. I'm about 10 degrees warmer for the players, so it's certainly a hot one. Fitness going to be very important tonight, as it always is. John Scahn with the ball in the middle. Here's Kelly. Unlucky cross there from Kelly. Looks like he might have stubbed the ground there on that kick. Wasn't the best service by him. As Eli Gardner applied pressure up front. Ooh. A little bit of a dangerous challenge there on Hanapel. Looks like the referee won't pull his book out just yet as Matt Morgan slid in. A little bit rash there, Jamie.
Yeah, it was a dangerous challenge, but, it's early on in the match. Definitely, a dangerous challenge in the end, but nothing wrong with what the referee decided to do there.
As Jonathan Ray is in, looks to be offsides, but that Hammerheads defensive line was caught watching Ray, who I think it was a bit of a close call. I don't think he was too far offsides, but the Hammerhead defenders were confident, so good thing for them that the linesman raised his flag over there.
Not sure if that ball took a touch through off a Hammerheads defender, but if it did, he was clearly onside in that case, but if not, he was miles off.
Yeah. Romig will take the goal kick, or the free kick, for the Hammerheads. Jamie, about 5 minutes gone so far. Not too much in it. Tobacco Road had a couple of half chances, you could say, down there, and Wilmington haven't been able to get too much going, so a little bit of a slow start from both teams, opposed to what we saw last week when Tobacco Road came out flying against NCFC U23, got an early goal, and really never looked back.
Not at all, and that was an impressive performance. I don't think too many people expected such a commanding performance here from Tobacco Road. They expected maybe a tighter game. NCFC have quite a bit of quality as well to match Tobacco Road, so great result for them in the end.
As Ajay Vlasitis made a good run on that left wing, starting at left back tonight, number 12 for Tobacco Road. Bit of a different lineup than we've seen in recent weeks. Looked like Cedric Burke, the Tobacco Road manager, looked to switch it up a little bit tonight. Interesting move there, as Tobacco Road doesn't play again until next Thursday, so they got about a week off. So a little bit of surprise to see some pretty usual starters like Joaquin Del Rosario out of the lineup, but good thing about Tobacco Road is they're so deep and have a bunch of talent on this roster, so hopefully it won't be too much of a let-off with some guys getting a start that usually don't.
Definitely a chop change lineup here from Cedric Burke. He implemented Henry Hanapel, who last saw action, I believe, in the first match here against Carolina Dynamo. The club player. Some people doubt him because of his ability, playing at club level and not varsity, but he's surely shown something here.
As Tobacco Road almost went ahead there as Champe Mendoza came firing in the box. Looked like that ball might have deflected off Gardner, but now Wilmington is on the break. Oh, and a poor shot there in the end by Will Heaney, the striker for Wilmington. I think he tried to catch Hawthorne off his line, but just scuffed his shot. It was not a good execution from the Wilmington forward.
Poor finish in the end. He was one-on-one. He could have kept going there, but I think he doubted his pace there and opted to go for the early effort, and it was a poor effort in the end.
Yeah, a bit of a weird effort there from Heaney. Like you said, Jamie, could have kept dribbling for sure and got one-on-one with Hawthorne. Instead, tried to slot it past him from about 30 yards out, so not the most convincing shot there from Heaney, but Wilmington nonetheless getting a pretty decent chance there that just wasn't executed very well. So see if Wilmington continues to attack throughout the game on that counter as they did there. And got a pretty good opportunity on goal. Wilmington with the cross in, and Heaney. Is that a goal? Will Heaney opens the scoring for Wilmington. 1-0 early. And Jamie, we saw this a couple weeks ago. Tobacco Road starting off slow again. We thought they might have got over it in the past couple weeks with some convincing victories, but another slow start from Wilmington sees Heaney get a very sloppy goal. 1-0 Wilmington Hammerheads.
Well, it was just lackadaisical defending there. They got the ball in way too easily, and it was a great delivery for Will Heaney to get it on the end of. He put it straight down the middle, but Hawthorne just couldn't keep it out. It went barely over the line, according to the linesman, and Hawthorne is absolutely sure that didn't cross the line completely, but nonetheless, the referees have given the goal to the Hammerheads.
That's 1-0 lead about 10 minutes into the match for Wilmington. Currently sitting 3 positions below Tobacco Road in the South Atlantic Division of the PDL. As Tobacco Road looks to get started, Champe looks to play a good ball into Ray. Nice little dummy there from Ray. He's going to have to get going if Tobacco Road wants to get in the game. Such a key figure in the Tobacco Road attack. As Jeremy Kelly looks for a ball over to Heaney, a beautiful ball from the former Railhawks Academy player. What a ball that was from Kelly looking for Heaney. See Heaney, not the quickest player on the pitch, but great ball nonetheless over the top.
Good idea from Kelly there. Just execution was a bit too strong, put a bit too much on, and it almost went out of play. And in fact, it actually did.
Wrist on the ball. Hannapel. Slots it wide to Moser. McCartney takes his space going forward. Looks for a long ball up to Eli Garner. Doesn't find him, but Jonathan Ray gets on the ball. Agi Vlasitis makes a run down the wing. A beautiful cut in from the left back. Mendoza. Moser. Hannapel, wins the ball back nicely. Nice little move there from Hannapel, but just loses out to the Hammerheads defender. And Wilmington's on the counter again. Cam Lindley looks for Heaney. Good little move there from Heaney, but McCartney does just enough to get that ball back. Good pressure there by Hawthorne as well. But that's another chance for Wilmington. That could have been 2-0, Jamie.
Good defending there from McCartney. Just puts Heaney off a bit on his shot, and Hawthorne did well to come out as well to close down the attacker and nullify the chance.
Yeah, good bit of defending there. McCartney really seen him do that all season. Is Hannapel with a wayward pass, sees it go out of bounds. Rennick on the throw for Wilmington. Scon on the ball now. Davidson gets it wide to Kimball. Kimball takes his space down the right wing. Looks wide for Kelly. Scon in the midfield again. Good combination there between Lindley and Kelly. Just lose the ball there to wrist. Wilmington's back in possession here. Good pressure there from Tobacco Road. Wynn wins it back. Hannapel on the ball. Gives it away cheaply there. And that's another look over the top from Lindley to Heaney. We've seen Wilmington choose the long ball quite often so far today, Jamie. I think it's a good strategy against this Tobacco Road team, especially when they have such a tall defender in McCartney back there who's really just covered it well all game.
Well, so far it's worked to record for the Hammerheads. The Tobacco Road defense is playing quite a high line, as you can see here, near the halfway line almost, and any ball in behind is definitely a dangerous one.
And Heaney, the Wilmington forward and the captain today for the Hammerheads. Not the quickest player on the pitch. Certainly got some height on him. Looks to be a couple inches taller than Agia Vlasitis and Jared Rist, but McCartney has a couple inches on him still, so We'll see how much of a physical threat he turns out to be during the game as Ciampe looks over the top for Ray. Beautiful touch with his chest. Looks for Gardner. Gardner made a good run in the middle. Thought he might try to hit it wide to Wynn, who is in acres of space on the left, but good little ball over the top, just doesn't find it as Mullen loses the ball for Tobacco Road. Looks to win it back, but Wilmington back in possession. And Jamie, what's your thoughts? About 15 minutes gone in this game. Early 1-0 deficit for Tobacco Road. What's your thoughts on the game so far?
Well, I think Tobacco Road have been slow and sluggish. Wilmington, quite the opposite. They've been bright and energetic so far, and that's how they got their first goal. Playing positive football going forward. Tobacco Road maybe playing a bit more of a possession game so far, but I don't spurn them away from getting a chance on goal soon.
Tobacco Road haven't had a couple games this season where they've just started off slow, fell behind early. They haven't been able to recover. Let's see if they can recover tonight, as they're on a 2-game winning streak. They've really played some good soccer in the past few weeks, and hopefully they'll be able to get back to winning ways after convincing victory against the Myrtle Beach Mutiny down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and a 3-1 win last week against NCFC U23. Probably should have been 3-0, but Jason McCartney, the Tobacco Road center back, gave up a cheap goal late to make it 3-1, a consolation goal for NCFC U23. Told us after the game that it won't happen again, and I think we're all confident in McCartney's ability. He's been one of the best players of this Tobacco Road team all season. Zagio Lasitas gets the ball on this left wing. Good ball down line to Wynn. The North Carolina players, he just gets past his defender. Wynn in the box. Oh, and that's unlucky from Wynn. Good bit of defending from the Hammerheads. Ben Davidson just deflected that ball off a Wynn for a goal kick. And Romig will take it for the Hammerheads. Just 29 minutes to go in the first half. 1-0 to Wilmington early on through a Will Heaney goal. The forward leading the line tonight for the Hammerheads. Good win there by Wrist. Finds Mendoza in the middle. Looking over the top for Gardner. Good chase there by Gardner. Romig fumbled the header back from Matt Morgan, but nonetheless, good save by the goalkeeper and come off his line and really command his box there. His wrist, good chest. And Jamie, we've seen both teams really struggle to get any possession going. We've seen Hammerheads a little bit better as Gardner wins it back. Great save by Romig, but a good shot by Gardner as he points to Mendoza, thanking him for that. That's really Tobacco Road's first shot on goal today, Jamie, and about 16, 17 minutes in.
Yeah, Gardner did well to win the ball back there after losing out and got a good strike on target, and the keeper had to deal with it. And Tobacco Road have a corner now.
Yes, Tobacco Road with another corner. See if they can put a good delivery into the box. And that cross just goes over everybody's head. Interesting to see Jonathan Ray not take the corner, really the dead ball specialist for this Tobacco Road team all season, as he plays it back to Jackson Hawthorne. Hannapel gets it wide to Moser. Mendoza finds himself in a bit of space, finds Gardner centrally. Gardner takes his man on. Good ball wide to Moser. Continue to make that run from right back. Crosses it into the box. Jonathan Ray with an unlucky header, but caught him on the back pedal a little bit. Moser with just a little bit too deep of a ball, but nonetheless, Jonathan Ray was clearly looking for Alan Wynn, who was making that run late in the box, but just wasn't able to find him.
It was not a bad cross in the end from Moser, but Jonathan Ray just tried to head that back towards, looked like Alan Wynn. Didn't quite work out as the keeper did well to come out and gather that.
It looks like Ciampe Mendoza and Matt Morgan a little bit slow to get up. Morgan, the Wilmington center back, holding his leg back in his own box. Looks to be in a lot of discomfort right now, but the referee stops play. We'll go to check on the Wilmington Hammerheads center back, Morgan looks in a bit of discomfort down there, Jamie. Hopefully he's all right, but does not look too promising. So I'm sure we'll see one of the physios come on and check him out.
Looked like he took a hit there from Chambo's boot. Definitely unintentional, but just struggling to get up here. Might have been a bit of a sore one for him.
Yes, the referee and his teammates signaling for a physio to come on. I'm not sure Morgan's going to be able to continue. He looks in a lot of discomfort right now. Not sure if it's his left leg or his right leg, but not a good sign for Wilmington, as they might be forced to make an early substitution. And Matt Morgan has played a lot of games for Wilmington so far this year, has been ever present in that Hammerheads defense, so gotta be disappointing if you're Wilmington, but they still have a 1-0 lead. Morgan being helped to his feet now. Looks like it's his left leg. Got his shin guard and socks pulled down, so he's not putting any pressure on that left leg. I think that's the end of the night for Morgan. Unfortunate injury for the Hammerhead center back, but looks like Wilmington's going to be forced into a change early, Jamie.
Yeah, a bit of a unfortunate one for them. He looked solid these first 15 or 20 so minutes for the Hammerheads, and that's a blow for them definitely, but let's see what they can bring off the bench and reassure that back line with.
It's going to be interesting to see who the Hammerheads decide to put on. Looks like number 26, Stephen Pate, be a substitution for Matt Morgan, slot right in to that left center back role. We'll have to see if that's the plan as he gets ready to come on the pitch for Morgan, and hopefully he'll be all right. Putting a little bit more pressure on that left leg now as he limps off the field, but certainly wish the best for Morgan as he lasted about 18 or so minutes tonight. Corner for the Hammerheads, get the ball. The game restarted. It's McCartney. Like he was about to head that out, just let it go over his head. Saw Will Heaney. Been very busy so far for this Hammerheads attacking lineup as he's leading the line tonight. That was another opportunity. I don't think Heaney expected that ball to get to him. Just didn't really make too good a contact with that header as it just went wide for a goal kick, but Mendoza gives it away again. Good win by Hannapel to get it back. And he gives it away again. Some sloppy bit of play there from Tobacco Road, Jamie.
Yeah, that was not too good a play from Mendoza at first, and then Hannapel goes back and receives the pass and then proceeds to play it past Champe.
As Garner looked to make a run. And Jamie, it looks like Stephen Pate, the substitute for Matt Morgan, slotted into right back. We see Noah Kimball slot into that center back position where Morgan was playing as Mendoza wins it back. Referee blows the whistle, though. Looked like a bit of an aggressive tackle by Mendoza. Free kick for Wilmington. They choose to take it quickly. It's Tomaselli. Here's Kelly. Tomaselli gets it wide to Renback. Wilmington looking very sure of themselves, choosing to pass the ball around, try to keep possession. They look to build from the back tonight. A little bit of a change in game plan as we saw very early. They were looking for a lot of those over-the-top balls. Tahini just wasn't working out for him too well, but Alan Wynn will look to get something started for Tobacco Road. Here's Mullen. Here's Ray. Good turn there by Ray. Oh, and he just puts it wide. Jonathan Ray with a great opportunity for Tobacco Road to tie the game at 1-1. Just puts it past that left post.
Oh, what a chance that was. And Ray did absolutely brilliantly there. As I said last time out against NCFC, he turns the ball brilliantly. He gets past his defender, uses his strength, lets the ball run across his body, and then unleashes a brilliant shot towards the left post. And it's unlucky just to go past it.
Yeah, Ray's such a crafty player. Such a fast player, too. Been one of Tobacco Road's best performers throughout the season by far. Really just probably the first guy on the team sheet every week for manager Cedric Burke is Jonathan Ray, as Mullen wins that back beautifully. Gardner. Beautiful 1-2 there between Mullen and Gardner. Allen Wynn on the ball now. Wynn takes on his man. Tries to slide it through to Mendoza. And that ball was cleared by the Hammerheads defense, but Tobacco Road gets it back through Ray. Ray looks for Gardner in the middle as he goes down. Collected pretty easily by Romig in the end as he gets it wide to Kelly. And Lindley loses it cheaply there for Wilmington. It'll be a throw-in for Tobacco Road. Agia Vlasitis looks up top for Gardner. Gardner with a beautiful turn there, but the referee blows the whistle. Not sure what that called, Jamie. Looked like a good battle between the two. Thought Gardner might have got fouled first as he complains with the referee a little bit.
Gardner looked like he was being held there by the defender and just was angry the referee didn't give a foul or an advantage and decided to just chuck himself at the defender there, just shoved himself into him. It's clearly a foul, no attempt to play the ball, but you can understand his frustration, surely.
Oh, certainly. McCartney does well to win that ball back from Goodrum, who was making a good run. McCartney's so crafty on the ball, so comfortable on the ball for a center back. It's Jonathan Ray. Something we've been accustomed to all year, talking to the referee, having a few words with him. I think he's a little bit frustrated with that call on Gardner a few moments ago. As Mullen comes over, just gives the referee a pat on the back. So a little contrast in personalities between Ray and Mullen. Ray likes to get in the referee's ear, and Mullen comes over and kind of consoles him. So not sure what they were arguing about in the end. Is Gardner almost in, but Wynn so speedy. Gets to that ball beautifully. Wynn, one-on-one with the goalie, slots it into the middle. Jonathan Ray with another goal for Tobacco Road. Ties it at 1-1. And Tobacco Road are back in this game. Just 18 minutes to play in the first half.
That was an excellent move there from Tobacco Road. It was a mistake from the defense of the Hammerheads, and Alan Wynn latched onto it beautifully. Caressed that ball into the box, played a square ball across after he put Romig on his backside almost.
Yeah.
And Ray came bundling in to finish it. 1-1.
1-1 here in Durham County Stadium. About 18 minutes to play in the first half. Tobacco Road find themselves level after an early Hammerheads goal. And Jamie really couldn't ask for more from Tobacco Road. They've really looked the more dangerous team going forward when they've had the opportunities. Alan Wynn, so crafty, so speedy on the ball. Just beats his man on the left wing, crosses it. And who else but Jonathan Ray? Another goal after he got him one last week as well. So good to see Ray back on the score sheet as Hennepel steps in. See if Tobacco Road picks up the intensity in these last 15 or so minutes.
Yeah, Tobacco Road definitely looked like they've woken up after that opening goal from the Hammerheads. It was definitely a shocker for them. And they've responded well, and they've got the equalizer now through Jonathan Ray. So good response from the home side. Hopefully they can turn this one around.
Yeah, beautiful ball there from Tomaselli on the half volley. Finds Renhock on the wing, but just loses it. Wilmington has played very quickly tonight. Chose to play out of the back most of the time too, so a team that's very confident on the ball. It's playing some really entertaining and fun to watch soccer. Both teams really, so this is going to be a good 60 minutes or so left in the game as both teams find themselves on the score sheets. Early, Alan Wynn wins it back for Tobacco Road. Mendoza. McCartney. Moser. Finds Ray. Mendoza. Mullen. Wynn finds themselves in acres of space in the center of the field. Gets it wide to Hannapel. Good ball, first time in by Hannapel, but Moser just called offsides, making a deep run from his right back position. Good bit of play there from Tobacco Road. Unlucky to be called offsides in the end, but kept possession for a few moments there and almost got something going forward as Romig will take the free kick quickly for Wilmington. As Goodrum applying some pressure on Mendoza, just wins it back. As Davidson clears it, Tobacco Road found themselves back in possession through Hannapel. Mullen, Mendoza, and Ray looks over the top for Mullen. Makes a great run from the center of the midfield. Unlucky in the end not to get that cross in, but corner for Tobacco Road. And they've had a lot of corners so far in this first half, Jamie.
Yeah, and a few times they looked very dangerous, and last time out Mendoza hit the crossbar. So definitely an opportunity here with the height of Jason McCartney.
Certainly as Garner will look to whip this ball in. Cleared away by Wilmington Hannapel. Wins possession back. Agia Vlasitis looks wide for Garner as Ray wins it back. Gardner. Beautiful chip over the top for Ray. A bit of a high kick there, and Mendoza did put his head down there. I think it was a good no call by the referee as Ray. Great bit of skill there to keep the ball. Crosses it to Gardner. And Gardner, like a pretty open header for him, just wasn't able to get contact on that ball. That was another opportunity for Tobacco Road. Wrist. Finds Gardner. Great ball to Mendoza. Mendoza. A good shot from about 25 yards or so out. Thought that one might have found itself on target, but just went wide in the end. But Mendoza's got a great shot on him, and he'll feel a bit unlucky not to have got contact and at least got that ball on goal.
Yeah, not a bad effort there from Champe. He definitely was looking to bend that into the top right-hand corner, but just managed to get his shot off target there.
Tobacco Road certainly look a lot more energetic after they got that tying goal as Kelly just chested it further out of bounds. Time wasting with the ball boy right where he's supposed to be. Hannapel. Bit of a wayward pass there. Finds Moser, though. So he just kicks it back to Hawthorne and resets. 13 minutes to play in this first half. Jamie, who do you think's been the better team so far?
Well, it's been, like I said, an even contest, and I think Tobacco Road maybe have the edge here in chances, but in terms of possession with purpose, I think the Hammerheads have done well to maintain the ball and create decent chances for themselves. So far I'd say it's about 50-50 even.
Romig gets the contest restarted with a goal kick. Mendoza finds himself on the ball. Seen a lot of action so far in this first half. As Mullen looks for Wynn. Mendoza wins it back again. Finds Wynn on the left wing. Wynn cuts it back on the right. Wynn in double team right now. Let's see if he can win a corner for Tobacco Road. He does. Good bit of skill there from Wynn. Rarely loses the ball, Jamie. So crafty.
Yeah, it looked like he ran out of room there in the end as the Hammerheads defenders got back on him, but does well to turn out of that situation and earn his side a corner.
And I'm sure Wynn might find that double team a bit of a compliment towards him. He's so crafty on the ball, and not only is he very technically sound, but he's so fast. Really good player. Plays just down the road at UNC Chapel Hill, about a 15-minute drive from here. So it's Ray back on corner duty as Romig gets a big punch clear. It's like Tobacco Road. Oh, no foul called there by the referee as Jonathan Ray complains. Pate on the ball, gets it to Kelly. Certain foul there by Mullen. Heard that contact with Kelly from up here. That sounded a little bit painful, but Kelly didn't think much of it. And it's a free kick. Taken again quickly by Pate. Here's Kelly. Davidson. A little bit of miscommunication there from Davidson and Lindley. Azia Vlasitis. Good little flick. Over Pate. No call by the referee again. Some fans complaining down there, asking for the referee to blow his whistle. Certainly some calls that it could have gone both ways. So Tobacco Road players beginning to get frustrated down there. Not the most consistent refereeing there, Jamie, by the official.
Yeah. Players are definitely... Tempers definitely flaring here. Jeremy Kelly not too happy, and Alan Wynn definitely calming him down. They're both teammates at UNC Chapel Hill. Both sides are best players by far. Just a credit to that UNC Chapel Hill soccer program they have over there.
Oh, yeah. Got to give UNC Chapel Hill a lot of credit. One of the best programs in the nation consistently every year, not only in men's, but in women's. They've won so many national championships, so really good soccer programs over there in Chapel Hill. Like we said, only about a 15 or 20-minute drive from here. And Duke's not too far away either, so the Tobacco Road rivalry. Tobacco Road FC. They 1-1 tie right now. About 10 minutes to play in the first half. The goal coming through Jonathan Ray. And Kelly has seen so much of the ball in this first half. It looks for the ball deep. Good cross there, just a little bit too much in the end. Looking for Goodrum. You can see what he was trying to do there, Kelly. Just didn't have the execution as Hawthorne collects the ball for a goal kick. Chooses to play quickly to Wrist. Wrist plays it in to Ray. Good skill by Ray to knock it past his defender. Boy, he never loses the ball, it seems like. Always keeps possession for his team and gets things going, Ray. So, and he got the goal today, too, so he'll be very pleased with his play in the first half. Najee Vasitis just loses the ball there again. Najee Vasitis did pick up a yellow card a few moments ago for talking with the referee a little bit too much. Seemed to be a bit frustrated with the no call that went his way after he made a blistering run down the wing. So he's going to have to be careful the rest of the game. Ajia Vasitis, as he will take the free kick.
He's looked dangerous going forward tonight, Ajia Vasitis, and in defence he's been a bit shaky. He's been caught out one or two times, but not too often tonight, and he did well there to try and get past Kelly. Kelly just blocking him off, and he's earned a dangerous opportunity for his side.
As Ajia Vasitis is on the ball here. Looks for Mendoza. No one else really in the box for Tobacco Road there. Poor header back, and Gardner with an opportunity on his weak left foot, the captain. Just not able to get that shot on target.
Yeah, it was a good half chance there, and he found himself basically one-on-one. The defender breathing down his neck. It's a tight angle, and the ball is bouncing high, so almost got that one on target there.
Wilmington finds themselves on the attack again through Lindley. Lindley looks centrally to Kelly, the number 7 for Wilmington. Tomaselli back to Lindley. Lindley looking to slot that ball to Scon. Good defending there from Ajia Vlasitis. As Ray applying the pressure there, almost wins it back for Tobacco Road very quickly. Unlucky not to get that ball back as Wilmington find themselves on the attack again. Scon with a shot. And that ball not really threatening in the end. Going wide the whole time as Hawthorne just saw it past his right post. 1-1. Just under 7 minutes to play in this first half. But a good, entertaining match of soccer so far. Both teams really looking to attack. Both teams have had some good opportunities as well and got a goal to show for it each, so definitely not a boring first half at all here in Durham. Ajil Vasitis will take this throw in for Tobacco Road. Good win by Ajil Vasitis. As they give the ball away again, Tobacco Road is Ray on the chase. Puts some pressure on Davidson. Good win there by Ray. As he gets the ball in centrally to Mendoza. Oh, Mendoza, unlucky bounce there. Great turn by Mendoza. Great shot there on his weaker left foot. Easy save in the end for Romig, but a good turn nonetheless from Mendoza to even get a shot off there.
That was a great turn by Champe Mendoza. He did well to elude his defenders. It looked like it was going out of play and forcing him a bit more wide there, but he did well to turn that, force it the other way and get a shot on target.
Yeah, good bit of skill there from Mendoza. Started off the bench last week against the NCFC U23 team in that 3-1 victory. Came on, got him a goal, the third goal late on, so he's been in some fine form in the past couple weeks and has really got a lot of touches on the ball in this first half. Is Alan Wynn. Looks like he passed that free kick off to Ray. Really the dead ball specialist, for Tobacco Road this season, number 17. So manager Cedric Burke having some words with the fourth official down below. Not sure what he's complaining about. Kelly gets that ball out. Moser cleans it up. Gets it back to Hawthorne. Hawthorne just looking to get it back to Moser. Put a little bit too much on that ball. Moser not able to even get a touch on it. So Wilmington find themselves back in possession through Tomaselli. Good bit of skill there from Lindley. Looks to go over the top to Scon, but just a little bit too much on there for Lindley. Good look there for Scon over the top. Seen Wilmington look for a lot of those over-the-top balls so far tonight. Haven't really come off too much for him, but nonetheless, they have looked threatening at times in possession, especially going forward.
Yeah, they've looked a bit flat, so after that equalizing goal, and Tobacco Road look like they're going to add the side more likely to add a second here. Just not created too many clear-cut opportunities, have the Hammerheads, and that's disappointing for them, having started the match so well.
Beautiful ball to Moser, finds Wynn over here on the left as he comes back centrally. Good ball to Hannapel. Oh, risky in the end, didn't give Hannapel much to work with there. As he wins it back, and Ajay Vasitis loses out in the 50-50 battle between him and Lindley. Here's Heaney. Clever little back heel. Finds Pate. Tomaselli. Tomaselli looks to have one from range. That ball going over the whole time. Goes through the uprights of the football post as well. Not the greatest effort from Tomaselli. Be a little bit disappointed with himself there, but found himself in acres of space and thought, well, I might as well have this shot.
Yeah, worth an effort there. No man really going to close him down, and well worth a shot from that range.
Yeah, can't blame Tomaselli there for having to go. About 2 minutes to play in this first half. Both teams look to be going in the break with a tie. See if Tobacco Road can steal a goal late, take a 2-1 advantage into the half. Moser. Mendoza. Clever little flick there from Ray, looking for Moser. Wasn't able to connect his wrist. Good ball to Hannapel. Oh, excuse me, Mullen. Mullen unlucky there. Not to keep possession for his team. Lindley looks for Kelly. Not able to connect with him. A little bit loose back pass there from wrist, but Hawthorne collects it fine. And just kicks it out of play. He apologizes to his teammates. Not sure he was trying to do that, Hawthorne. Scon loses out to Ray. And Moser just boots it clear up towards Gardner, who really hasn't had that much support tonight. Only Ray and Wynn really getting in when they can, but Gardner's found himself really isolated a lot in this first half, especially when Tobacco Road has chose to just play long balls up to him, but don't know if that's a message from their manager before the game to look long to Gardner, but it really hasn't come off so far tonight. Rest with a loose pass. Mullen. Good bit of combination there with Ray. Finds a win. Hannapel. Gardner, Mendoza. Wynn shows his pace. Alan Wynn cuts it back on his right foot. Finds Agia Vlasitis, who just blasted wide. Probably should have done better from that distance, Jamie, on his right foot. Just couldn't curl that ball into that right corner is what it looked like he was trying to do there.
That was such a brilliant opportunity for him to at least get something on target. It looks like he may have mishit the ball there. Just came off the outside of his boot and swerved away from the net. Good shot, though, from him.
As the time on the scoreboard has just run out, still waiting from the whistle from the referee. I'm sure he'll add a couple of minutes for that injury to Matt Morgan early in the first half of the Hammerheads. As Jeremy Kelly looks to apply a little bit of pressure on McCartney, a good bit of sweeping up. And Moser finds himself back on the ball. Hawthorne boots it long. Mendoza with a good little header down to Mullen. And Champe on the ball again. Wilmington doing a poor job of closing him down, just letting him run at the defense. Mendoza covered about 40 yards there with his run as Ray looks centrally to win. And that was another opportunity, just a little bit too high for a win, but a decent ball there from Ray. Can certainly see what he was trying to do as Hannapel wins it back as Kelly was on the trot down the wing. Poor throw-in there from Lindley, gives it straight back to wrist. Throw in for Tobacco Road. Just under a minute or so of added time left to play in this first half. 1-1. Tobacco Road and Wilmington Hammerheads find themselves tied up late in the first half. Poor control there by Moser. And that'll do it for the first half. 1-1. Tobacco Road find themselves going into the halftime break tied up after going behind early through a Wilmington Hammerheads goal through Will Heaney. Jonathan Ray tied it up just moments later. Since then, it's been a pretty even matchup, Jamie. You feel like this is a fair scoreline going into the break?
It's definitely a fair scoreline. I don't think either side have really created too many chances. Tobacco Road possibly have created more of the dangerous chances tonight, but Hammerheads definitely deserve their goal, having had the better start between the two teams. And yeah, I'd say that's a fair assessment of the first half here between Tobacco Road and Wilmington.
Just like us, thank our sponsors before we head to the halftime break. Roca's Welding, located right here in Durham, North Carolina, and Emerge Orthopedics, providing the trainers tonight for both sides. 1-1 at the break. Tobacco Road and Wilmington Hammerheads find themselves tied. We'll be back shortly, just after the halftime break. Welcome back to Durham County Memorial Stadium. 1-1, Tobacco Road, Wilmington Hammerheads in the South Atlantic Division matchup. I'm Jacob Turner, joined alongside me, Jamie Patel. Jamie, what's your prediction for this second half? A pretty even match in the first half. Saw Wilmington go ahead early, and Tobacco Road equalized a few moments later through Jonathan Ray. What's your expectations going into this second half?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know what to expect from the second half. I think both teams were equal in power in the first half, and, you know, it depends on which side really creates a better chance. And so far, it looks like Tobacco Road have created the more clear-cut chances. But, you know, you never know. Wilmington could throw a spanner in the works and turn this one on its head.
Yeah, Wilmington and Tobacco Road played out a pretty even first half. If you guys were watching along, Tobacco Road had probably the better half overall, especially going forward, but Wilmington started off on the front foot right from the get-go, so pretty even match for both teams. Not much in between the two. I think 1-1 was a pretty even result going into the half, and it'll be interesting to see how this second half unfolds as McCartney gives it away cheaply to Lindley in the midfield. Tomaselli gets it wide to Kelly. Kelly with a great move. Kelly into the box. And that's another early goal in the half for Will Heaney, his second goal on the night. Jamie, this is almost a mirror image of how the first half started.
Well, just like I said, you never know, and Wilmington have taken the lead here. It's another shocking start to the half for Tobacco Road, and they're going to have to respond better than this.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one here, Jamie. We've seen Tobacco Road in their losses this year, especially at home, give up some cheap goals early in halves. They've done that twice today so far. Gave up a goal very early to Heaney in about less than 10 minutes into the first half, and now they give one with less than 3 minutes played in the second half, and it's through Heaney again. So it's got to be disappointing from Tobacco Road's perspective as Wilmington find themselves 2-1 ahead in a very even matchup that honestly probably saw Tobacco Road play a little bit better, so they'll be disappointed to be behind right now, but they just need to learn how to come out at times with their head screwed on right, because they do have a tendency to come out a little bit lackadaisical, especially after halftime.
And the real problem with that goal is a basic replica of the first goal they conceded in the first half. A cross from Kelly into the box, and it's an easy tap in for Heaney.
Yeah, Jeremy Kelly has really been probably the best player on the pitch for Wilmington tonight. Don't know if he's the best player on the pitch for both teams. Thought Jonathan Ray for Tobacco Road had a really good first half, but Kelly with a great bit of skill to beat his man. Ajay Vlasic on the right wing. Gets a cross into the box, and poor defending from Tobacco Road. Heaney just slides in, and it's an easy goal. He couldn't miss if he tried there.
No, not at all, and he bundled it over the line there again for the Hammerheads, and they've been impressive with their delivery so far of crosses tonight. I think that's been a key factor in any of the chances they've created, is a good ball into the box, and this time Heaney finishes it again.
2-1 to Wilmington. Just under 41 minutes to play in the second half of action here in Durham, North Carolina. It's a big game. In terms of the South Atlantic Division standings right now, is Tobacco Road sitting in 6th place currently, and Wilmington 3 places behind them in 9th. So this is a big game, especially for one mid-table team in Tobacco Road and a team who's really been struggling this year so far. In Wilmington, who finds himself in 9th place, just a few spots away from last place. So two teams that have struggled a little bit this year, but definitely have potential to get it done when they feel like it. So as Kelly takes the throw in for Wilmington, and they'll look to attack this Tobacco Road back line again, who have looked very suspect at times tonight. Here's Kelly on the ball. Former NCFC Academy player, got a substitute appearance when they were the Railhawks a couple seasons ago, as Jamie mentioned in the first half. So very talented player, plays at UNC right now. Gets the ball down line to Goodrum, making a good run. Moser does well to win that ball back. Gives it away cheaply to Scon. Scon looks to have a strike, but that's blocked there by Hanapel. Tomaselli gets it wide to Kelly again. Here's Kelly on the ball. Tomaselli with a beautiful ball ping wide to Lindley. Looking for Kelly, who was making a run centrally. He's been all over the place in this second half so far. But what a ball that was from Tomaselli to Lindley. That was right to his feet, Jamie.
Yeah, and another good ball in from Lindley himself. It was a good cross, right across the edge of the area, and no one was there to meet it. Not a bad delivery from him.
Here's Mendoza's Tobacco Road. Looks to attack quickly through Ray. Ray finds himself with a early strike on goal. Maybe not the right decision, as he's a little bit frustrated with himself. That ball was never going to hit the target. That's a poor effort there from Ray.
Didn't need to hit that early, son. Could have brought it down and taken it towards goal, got control of the ball there, but just that bounce put him off there a bit.
And Jamie, I hope Jonathan Ray heard you there, because I agree 100%. He did not need to take that shot that early. He had especially a guy as crafty and as fast as Ray, he could have definitely took a few more touches and had plenty of time to get a shot off. But nonetheless, Ray finds himself in again. Great bit of skill by Ray to win the 50-50 battle. Kicks it right at Romig, though. Not the best strike again from Ray, but he'll feel a little bit disappointed in himself that he didn't slot that past Romig, because he was one-on-one and did all the hard work.
It's another good chance from him as well, and he definitely should have buried that one after having missed the first one. Puts it straight at the goalkeeper's legs, and it's a poor finish, poor execution. Outside the keeper, that's a goal.
Yeah, Ray did very well to win that physical battle, the 50-50 ball between him and Kimball. Number 14, the center back, and just wasn't able to get the shot exactly where he wanted to. Pretty clear foul there from Goodrin on Mendoza. And that's a free kick opportunity for Tobacco Road. In a pretty decent position, Jamie.
Yeah, not a bad position at all. They can deliver this one into the box through Ray. He's got a good right boot on him.
Yeah, Jonathan Ray, a free kick specialist for this team, as I like to call him, always seems to be on the dead balls for Tobacco Road, especially corners and free kicks deep in their opposing team's areas. Ray will look to whip this in with his right foot. Let's see if he can put this one in the danger area. Wilmington holding a pretty high line here. On Tobacco Road, the referee, or the linesman, excuse me, making sure the Hammerhead defenders are 10 yards back. Here's Ray on the delivery. Good ball by Ray. No one on the back post there for Tobacco Road, Jamie. A little bit of miscommunication there. Someone certainly should have been lurking on that back post. Wins it back. Mullen with a good ball in the middle. And that's just over the top of the bar from Mendoza, who was in acres of space there, Jamie. Just unlucky not to get that ball. Might have been a little bit too high for him.
Looked like it was just behind him there, the ball in, and he definitely could have headed that towards goal. He tried to flick it towards the far post. Maybe would have been better off heading that in towards the near post, maybe catching the goalkeeper off. But nonetheless, it's gone over the crossbar.
The scoreline, a 2-1 lead still for the Wilmington Hammerheads. Just 10 minutes have gone by here in the second half. Tobacco Road let up a very cheap goal just about 3 minutes into the half, and it's the same thing as the first half, Jamie. This Tobacco Road team lets up a goal early and then really finds themselves in control since then.
I think they need to find a way of creating chances and playing positively without having to concede.
That's a good way to put it there, Jamie. This Tobacco Road team, throughout the year, really have found themselves getting behind many a times and have really failed to respond most of the time. They've done it once tonight in the first half, and they're going to have to do it again here in the second half if they want to get a result out of this match, because right now it's looking like a happy bus ride home for this Wilmington team. Here's Moser on the right wing. Champe Mendoza. Good bit of defending there from Renak.
Champagne playing a bit of a more attacking position tonight. What do you make of that?
Well, I think Mendoza's a very talented player on the ball. He's been very energetic, especially in the last 2 games. He started a lot of the games in the beginning of the year as a center midfielder. And I know, Jamie, we talked about it a couple times. When he does play centrally, it's kind of hard to see what exactly his role is in the team. But when he goes out wide like he has in the past 2 games, he's just so lethal and he's so energetic. But he also has a tendency to drift in the midfield as well. So I like to see Mendoza on the right wing. I think it plays a little bit more in his favor in terms of his skill set. So as Alan Wynn finds himself in, such a pacey player. You're not going to catch him if he gets away. Good bit of defending there from Renak.
There's few players in this league that have the pace that Alan Wynn possesses. Once he gets on the ball, on or off it, he's off to the races.
Yeah, certainly Alan Wynn, one of the fastest players in the PDL. I don't think that would be argued with anybody. He is just so pacey on the ball. If you're in a foot race with him, you're probably going to lose out, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because he's just so speedy. As Ray with a poor corner there. No one really making the front post run. Mullen was coming in late, but too little too late as Romig cleaned it up. And Wilmington find themselves on the attack through Renak. Good bit of skill there from Renak. Finds Lindley. Scon with a good ball to Kelly. And that's a goal for Wilmington Hammerheads through Cam Lindley. Jeremy Kelly with a great ball across the back of the box. That's 2 assists on him, for him on the night. And Cam Lindley gets on the score sheet for Wilmington. 3-1 with 32 minutes left in the game.
What a goal that was. That was so well worked by the Hammerheads, and nothing less than what they deserve. And they've stunned this Tobacco Road FC team. 2 goals early on in the second half. It's hard to see Tobacco Road turning this one around, but it's never too late. There's still time.
And this game really just sums up Tobacco Road's season. Had 2 great wins in the past 2 weeks over 2 really good teams. Went to Myrtle Beach, got a victory. Came back home, got a big victory in the Derby. Now they find themselves behind 3-1 to one of the weaker opponents they played all season in the Wilmington Hammerheads. They just haven't been able to put consistent runs together, and defensively have looked very shaky tonight. Bit of a surprise, too, with the back line they've put out, as McCartney has been very solid. A great shot there from Gardner. Just hits the back, or the bottom right post, excuse me. And, Jamie, I thought that ball was destined for the back net.
He hit that one with so much power that it slammed off the post, and it's ended up way out onto the track. Good hit from him, and unlucky not to find the bottom corner and catch the keeper out there.
Certainly, that was a great hit from Gardner, just outside of the 18. Unlucky to hit that bottom post, but it's another opportunity for Tobacco Road, and we see how deadly they really can be going forward at times, but they have not connected on all cylinders tonight consistently enough. And good bit of pressure there from Mendoza. Forces Renak to just clear the ball upfield, and Ray wins it back to Wynn. Wynn not able to settle that ball. Is good flick there from Goodrum. Great bit of skill. But Jonathan Ray with some good hustle to win that ball back for his team, and Wrist is in possession. Here's Wrist on the ball. Great ball to Ray. Here's Gardner. Gardner, good cross in the box. Unlucky not to find Mullen, who made a great run from center mid into the box. Jeremy Kelly called for the handball there. That's a Tobacco Road free kick. Looks like Alan Wynn will be on it, or Jonathan Ray plays it quickly to Wynn. Wynn with a great cross in the middle of the box. Unlucky there from Tobacco Road, as Gardner, just a couple seconds earlier, would have beat Romig to that ball and would have had a great shot at putting that ball in the back of the net, but good goalkeeping there from Romig. Is Wilmington on the counter? Oh, unlucky touch there by Kelly. Ajay Vlasic did just enough, but a corner kick for Wilmington.
just like that, Wilmington hit back on the counter. They're still dangerous tonight. This one could end up as a hammering for Tobacco Road against the Hammerheads.
Yeah, certainly, Jamie, has been a hammering so far for this Hammerheads team. Find themselves 3-1 ahead. Just under 30 minutes to play in the contest. Beautiful night for soccer. It was a very hot first half, but it's cooled off as the sun has gone down here in Durham, North Carolina. Beautiful night for a match. We've seen about 150 to 200 fans made their way out to this game. A decent crowd for a pretty entertaining match of soccer. Goals galore, just not in favor of the home Tobacco Road team. Here's Moser on the ball. Hannapel with a clever little turn. Past Tomaselli. Here's Mullen. Mullen finds Mendoza. Poor pass there from Champe. Here's Lindley on the ball. McCartney and Mendoza do well to force him back to Goodrum. Goodrum to Kelly. Clever bit of play there from Kelly. And that's a golazo from Jeremy Kelly. What a bit of skill there from Kelly, and he gets himself on the score sheet tonight. He has been so influential tonight for this Hammerheads team, Jamie, and it's 4-1.
I said it earlier, Jeremy Kelly is top class. What a goal that was. A brilliant run, ending up with a roulette and a calm finish into the bottom right corner. And the Hammerheads have truly hammered Tobacco Road FC tonight.
What a goal from Jeremy Kelly. One of the best you'll see this week in the PDL for sure. That was a great bit of skill there from the wing. The winger, Jeremy Kelly for Wilmington. He gets himself on the score sheet, has an assist tonight as well. He's been so influential for this Wilmington team. And Tobacco Road just looks all out of sorts as Gardner just kicks that ball aimlessly to nobody, really. Tobacco Road certainly face an uphill battle to get back into this match and to get anything from this game. They'll be very disappointed with their performance so far. Still plenty of time, though. 27 minutes remaining. See if Tobacco Road can work their way back into this game. If they can get a goal in the next few minutes, Jamie, this game is going to open right back up.
Absolutely. Just need a way back into this one.
Yeah, Tobacco Road will certainly look to get a spark. Still got a lot of creative players on the field. Jonathan Ray, Alan Wynn, Eli Gardner leading the line tonight. They've got to be disappointed with how they've played. Haven't really been able to get too much going, but I think the real problem tonight for Tobacco Road has been defensively. They've looked so shaky. Haven't been able to really win any of the one-on-one battles that you need to win in order to get a result out of a game, especially against a Wilmington team that's full of talent and has really been unlucky all year not to have more points than they do, sitting in 9th place right now. So they're looking to get a full 3 points, and they're well on the way. Good ball over the top to Lindley. Great chest there, just unlucky not to get a shot on target as McCartney came in and swept that up. Mendoza now on the attack, gets it back to Hannapel. Here's Mullen. Moser. McCartney. Hannapel. Looking down the line for Mullen. Great bit of skill there for Mullen to get past the defender. But that ball was cleaned up very well from Kimball. And McCartney just wins the battle between him and Heaney. They've had a very, very intense battle tonight. Heaney with the upper hand so far. 2 goals for him. As Wilmington finds themselves 3 goals clear, 4-1. Here's Wynn. Great ball to Mendoza in the midfield. Oh, Mendoza with a great shot. Easy save in the end. Here's Wynn. Wynn gets the cross. Great bit of goalkeeping there. 2 good saves in a row by Romig.
That was a good chance there from Champe just to get that one either side of the keeper. Couldn't manage to do it. And then Wynn did well to keep that one in play, but Romick did well to claim the ball into his grasp.
Yeah, Romig's looked very solid back there in net for Wilmington tonight. McCartney to Mendoza. Mullen. Garner to Ray. Here's Mullen again. Looking over the top for Garner. A poor one-time cross there in the end for Mullen. He had more time on the ball. He'll be a little bit disappointed with himself.
Looks like Marshall Hodge is going to be coming on.
Yeah, Marshall Hodge started last week in the 3-1 victory here against NCFC U23. So it'll be good to see him come on the field. Looks like Mendoza and Mullen have switched positions as well. Mendoza playing a little bit more centrally as Mullen was pushed out to that right wing. Here's Wynn. Wynn with a great bit of skill to keep the ball in. Mendoza, goal! Chape Mendoza with the goal, 4-2. Tobacco Road might have just got themselves back on track to get a result, Jamie.
That's just what they needed here. It's brightened up the Brightleaf Battalion, and Champagne Mendoza was winding up for the strike there as it came out back towards him after a great play from Alan Wynn yet again. He's been consistently excellent on that wing tonight, and Mendoza had many chances tonight, buried that one, 4-2. Our Tobacco Road back in this one.
And that's 2 goals in 2 games for Mendoza. Got the 3rd goal in the victory last week against NCFC U23. Finds himself on the score sheet tonight. And it's 4-2. They only find themselves 2 goals behind now, 22 minutes to play in the match. And this game is going to get very interesting. In the final few minutes as Gardner is in. Eli Gardner. Gardner wins it back. Ray, go! Jonathan Ray, 4-3. Wilmington Hammerheads. This lead has been cut very quickly, Jamie. It's 4-3. Tobacco Road find themselves right back in this match with under 23 minutes to play.
There you go, son. Bury that one. Jonathan Ray gets the goal tonight. And it's 4-3. This match is turned on its head.
Absolutely, Jamie. 2 quick goals in a row for Tobacco Road. And we said it earlier in the second half. If Tobacco Road can get 1 goal quickly, this game's going to turn on its head. And after that goal, Jonathan Ray finds himself on the score sheet. Mendoza and Ray have been exceptional in the past few minutes to get their Tobacco Road team back in this match. And we've got a match tonight, Jamie. This game is far from over.
There goes Champe again.
Mendoza on the trot. This game is opened up all the way. Good clearance there by the Hammerheads, but Hannapel wins it straight back. Might have missed the substitution as well. Seen Marshall Hodge come on the field. Not sure quite yet who he replaced.
Hannapel.
Did he replace? Yeah, he did replace Hannapel in the center mid. Excuse me, I thought Hannapel was still in the match a few moments ago. Good eye there, Jamie. Marshall Hodge back on the field after starting last week, and McCartney would just play this ball out of bounds as a Wilmington attacker is on the ground. It looks to be Kelly, and that'll be a huge blow as the referee signals the physio's on if that's Kelly, because Kelly has been the best player on the pitch for Wilmington tonight. Hands down, no questions about it.
Not quite sure what happened there, but definitely looks like he's in some distress.
Not sure if he maybe just pulled a muscle or something that isn't writhing around in pain or anything, so it might just be a little bit of a contact injury or could have pulled something. He's definitely hobbling off the field, looks to be favoring his right leg, not putting too much pressure on that left one. And that's got to be very disappointing for Wilmington. It's been about the worst possible 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes they could have asked for. And if you're a Wilmington player, you just got to calm down, relax, and see if you can get yourself another goal to get another comfortable lead, but they're only 1 goal ahead. Excuse me, that was not Kelly. That looks to be Lindley, number 3 for Wilmington. Two very similar looking players that play in similar positions on the right and left wing. Apologize for the confusion there. Looks to be the end of Lindley's night, as he is in a lot of discomfort right now. Let's see who Wilmington decides to bring on, because it does not look like Cam Lindley is going to be able to continue for this Hammerheads team. Only playing with 10 men right now. Interesting from Wilmington to not put someone on right from the get-go. Let's see. Or excuse me, they did make a substitution. Not quite sure yet who they decided to put on the field. We will find out shortly and let you know. Mullen to Hodge. Looks like Ben Fisher for the Wilmington Hammerheads, a UNCW player, is in the game, replaces Lindley, playing on the left wing, number 11. And Fisher, a very talented player, also plays defense as well, so a very versatile player, and not surprised to see him come on the field and make an appearance. About 20 minutes to go. Good pressure there from Fisher. McCartney gets it comfortably back to Hawthorne. And Jamie, what do you think's changed in the past 10 minutes or so for this Tobacco Road team? Started off so lackadaisical and now find themselves only one goal behind.
Well, only took a half chance for Champagne to get in there, get Tobacco Road within 2, and then it's a great bit of play from Tobacco Road for Eli Garner's getting behind. He played off the mistake of the defender, got in one-on-one, failed to score off his one-on-one opportunity, but played a square pass towards Ray, and Ray buried that one. So a bit of luck on their side, a bit of bad defending from the Hammerheads, and a bit of opportunities taken there from Tobacco Road, a culmination of all three.
And that's 2 goals on the night for Jonathan Ray. Another great performance from the Tobacco Road attacker, as Gardner finds himself on this left wing, cuts it in, looking for Wynn. Oh, and he just puts it wide. I thought that ball was in the back of the net for a second from this angle. He's in a bit of discomfort too, Wynn. Maybe collided with the Wilmington defender when he took that shot, just limping a little bit on that left leg. But Alan Wynn is a very tough player. He looked to be all right, but that was another opportunity, and that could have been a tie ball game, Jamie.
Oh, it's a difficult chance from that angle, and he'd had the defender breathing down his neck. He did well to get a shot off in the end, but just the wrong side of the net for Alan Wynn.
This game is certainly turned on its head. We thought this game was all but done and dusted a few moments ago, but Tobacco Road, 2 quick goals through Champe Mendoza and Jonathan Ray, and they're right back in this match. So let's see if Wilmington can get something going, as they've looked very poor in the past 10 minutes or so. It's been kind of hot and cold for this team, not only in this game, but all season. The Hammerheads, they've looked very dangerous at times and extremely poor in others. So as they give it away there, and Jonathan Ray finds himself in here. 1v1. Oh, an unlucky strike there. Good defending by Ben Davidson. Mullen to Mendoza, and it's just wide for Mendoza. Poor shot in the end, as Romig just watches that ball roll wide. That's another decent opportunity for Jonathan Ray in Tobacco Road.
Yeah, it was a good bit of play there from Tobacco Road just to get an opportunity. And Mendoza's shot in the end was just scoffed at it a bit there, dragged it wide.
Yeah, Mendoza didn't get the cleanest of contact there. I'm sure he'd say the same. Seen a couple of shots from him tonight that have been pretty poorly hit, but he had a great one for that goal earlier, so hopefully he can get another goal and tie this game up. Decent looking ball there from Scon, but just a little too much as Kelly just sees it go out of bounds. And this Wilmington team has really struggled to get anything going after those Tobacco Road goals. Since Mendoza made it 4-2, they have just looked all out of sorts. As Mendoza finds himself on the ball, looked very dangerous tonight. And I know I've said it earlier in other matches, Jamie, but Champe Mendoza really does remind me of Roberto Firmino for Liverpool, and by no means am I a Liverpool fan, but Firmino's a very exciting player to watch, and I think Mendoza, not only does he look like him in appearance, but he plays like him as well.
Yeah, it's very good player for Tobacco Road is German Mendoza, otherwise known as Champe, and does resemble Roberto Firmino of Liverpool quite a bit, and in his skill as well. He's quite an energetic player, loves to attack at defenders, and he's looked quality tonight. A few times he looked a bit wild and rash in his decision making, but tonight he's looked like a different player almost.
Yeah, Mendoza's been ever present in the team this year. Has lost his starting place in the past couple of games, but got it back. Got a goal last game. Got a goal tonight. So maybe a little bit of some good managing by Cedric Burke to get him on the bench and get his mind refocused. He's looked a new player in the past couple games.
If this one goes in, this place is going to explode. This roof is going to be off.
Absolutely. Oh, a clever little strike there from Mullen. I think he just wanted to see if he could catch Romig sleeping there. Not the most powerful strike in the end as he comes in late. Mullen just apologizes to the referee. He knows that was a very late challenge on Renak for Wilmington as he was rolling around in pain and seems to be all right now.
Looks like he made the most of that one, surely, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, Jamie, as soon as he saw that referee wasn't giving a card out, he got up pretty quickly. It's a part of the game, though. Not a huge fan of it, but it's a lot different when you're on the pitch in the moment. I know when I played back a few years ago, caught myself doing it a couple times, just in the moment kind of thing. But Wilmington will get it restarted. Heaney loses it. McCartney. And we will see Mullen. That's 2 quick fouls in a row. Not surprised to see him get in the book. That's a yellow card. It's the second yellow card of the night for Tobacco Road. Ozzy of Lasitas got one early in the first half, and now Mullen finds himself in the referee's book.
Hammerhead's just looking to kill Tobacco Road's momentum here. Just trying to stop the momentum they had with those two quick fire goals.
Tomaselli looks for Heaney, just loses the ball poorly. Ray with a clever little ball through to Gardner. That was a beautiful pass from Ray. Gardner on his left foot. Oh, that's unlucky. The Hammerheads defender, Noah Kimball, able to get a block. But Ray's on the ball. Gets it wide to, gets it centrally to Mullen, and he just shanks the shot, for lack of a better word. Was not a good connection there. A bit of a tricky ball for him to get on target, though, as that ball took a bounce right before he ripped it. But Jonathan Ray with a great ball through the channel for Gardner, and he's unlucky not to get a shot on target there. We hear the Bright Leaf Battalion getting into the game. They were very happy with how their team has responded in the past 15 minutes or so. The supporters group for Tobacco Road, the Bright Leaf Battalion, always out here in full force. McCartney with a good touch there, gets it back to Hawthorne, who boots it long for Ray. Don't know if I agree with that call, Jamie. I remember in the first half, Mendoza got a high boot on his head. No whistle from the referee about this identical play right there, except Mendoza was on the receiving end of that high kick, was the one making the high kick, and the referee calls it. So I'm not sure if I agree with that call, but
referee's had not too much of a consistent game tonight, but nothing too controversial from him.
Certainly not hasn't been the most consistent from the referee tonight, but a decent game nonetheless from him. It's a tough job out there to have, especially in a competitive 4-3 match like this when goals have just been coming from everywhere. Here's McCartney. Jamie, just under 11 minutes to play in this matchup. What's Tobacco Road need to do in the final? Is Mendoza just very, very poor pass. Him was looking for win on the wing. But Jamie, back to what I was saying. What do you think Tobacco Road has to do in these final minutes to get a goal and potentially maybe even get 2 goals and get a very surprising victory here?
Just got to continue what they were doing when they got those 2 goals. Pressure high, press the ball more, and play positively. You know, make a chance where they can, and that's an excellent bicycle kick from Mendoza that works out.
Yes, it was. Ray looking for Gardner, and that ball wasn't too far away, just in between Romig and Gardner, who was coming in. But yeah, it was a clever little bicycle kick there from Mendoza. He's looked really up for this game tonight.
Absolutely. You can just see Tobacco Road pressing a lot higher here. Definitely want to put the pressure on these Wilmington Hammerheads players. Make them make the mistake like they did on the last 2 goals.
Yes, certainly. Tobacco Road has been the better team in the past 20 minutes or so, but still find themselves 1 goal behind, and that's just because of how lackadaisically they started the second half. Let up 2 goals early through Kelly and Heaney up top for Wilmington, but unfortunately could still be too little too late for this Tobacco Road team. Need to get at least 1 goal to get some points out of this game tonight. Oh, and that's a great little ball there from Tomaselli to Ben Fisher on the left wing. Made a clever little run, was just offsides.
Moser just completely lost his man there, but luckily he was offside.
Yeah, Moser with not the best bit of defending there, but got the benefit of the referee. I think it was clearly offsides, but a little let off there for Tobacco Road. Good bit of skill to find Mullen. Great ball down the channel for Garner. Garner on his left foot. Unlucky. Wynn was coming in that left wing. He's obviously disappointed. Was Wynn as he just let a bit of a sigh out. Made a tiring run into the box. He just wasn't able to get the service he wanted. His Wynn is still frustrated. Complaining, yelling at his teammates to get it going in the final 8 minutes. They've worked extremely hard to get themselves back in the game, and they'll want to get just 1 more goal to maybe get a point out of this match, and maybe even 2 to get 3 points out. So we'll see how this game turns out in the final moments. It's like McCartney thought that it might have been a Wilmington throw. Like he was giving it to Will Heaney, but it was a Tobacco Road throw in the end. McCartney. Wrist. Good ball to Mullen. Vlasitis. Errant pass there from Wynn, very uncharacteristic. Marshall Hodge with great hustle to try to win that ball back. Great bit of skill there from Joe Bylander, the substitute, to get that ball back and win a free kick for his team. Fans complaining for a little bit of time wasting there from the Wilmington players. Can't blame them, though. Only hold a 1-goal lead, and Tobacco Road really has all the momentum. Tomaselli gets it wide to Kelly. And I'm sure Wilmington will be very content to just hold the ball and pass it around the park in the final moments of this game. Good win there. And here's Garner. Finds himself in with a through ball. Garner. Unlucky from Garner. He was trying to cut that ball back between his legs, and that's a goal kick. And Garner's in disbelief down there. I thought that was a clear corner kick, Jamie, for Tobacco Road.
Looked like it to me too, but it may have just taken a touch off of him in the end there. Unlucky from Garner. Just surprised to see Cedric Burke not implementing more substitutes. Maybe Joaquin Del Rosario would have been a good addition to this team, just to brighten up the overall team performance. But he's opted to keep his players on that he started, apart from Henry Hannapel.
Yeah, Henry Hannapel, the only substitute on the night, started the match as Marshall Hodge came in and just slotted in right in front of that defensive line, playing a defensive midfielding role. for this Tobacco Road team in the final 15 minutes or so of this game. And he's looked pretty solid when he's come on, Hodge. Hasn't had too much to do, as Tobacco Road have certainly been on the front foot. His wrist wins it back. Gets it wide to Agiavasitis. He looks long for Ray, just wasn't good enough pass, but Mendoza with a clever little flick. That was a great bit of skill from him there. Just wasn't able to find Gardner, who was making that run in the box. As Romig will collect this for Wilmington and take his time from this. Big kick there. Offsides there. All in Wilmington. McCartney will look to reset. And he passes it to his center back partner, Wrist. Unlucky there from Wynn. Fisher looks long. Poor pass in the end as Hawthorne collects that, no problem. Tobacco Road, just under 3:30 left in this match, not including referees added time. I'm sure we'll have at least 3 minutes of that with the substitution and injuries we've had in the second half. As Wynn wins that. Wynn back to Moser. Moser looks to whip it in the box. Good block there from Fisher. Here's Moser. See if he has a big throw on him to get this in the box. Great throw there by Moser. Mendoza. Oh, took an unlucky bounce there from Mendoza. Not the best first touch from him. Throw it nonetheless for Tobacco Road. Wilmington players don't seem to agree, but Agiavasitis will take the throw in for Tobacco Road. McCartney wins the header. Cleared by the Hammerheads. And that's cleared by Fisher. Here's Moser. Decent looking ball there. Was looking for Gardner. And Wynn with the errant pass to Gardner was not on the same page as his teammate. And that's poor play there from Tobacco Road, who don't have much time to find an equalizer in this match, Jamie.
Just looks like they've run out of gas here, Tobacco Road. Lazy passes, deep crosses. Definitely expect more quality from them. Definitely want to see them see this game out, but you know, time is running out. They're running out of steam. Can they get the equalizer?
That is really the key question going into the final couple minutes of this game. Can Tobacco Road somehow get the equalizer here? Come back from a 3-goal deficit. What a comeback that would be if they could somehow get a point out of this game. Here's Moser again. Moser looks long. Agiavasitis. And that's a goal! Tobacco Road has leveled the game. What a goal from Tobacco Road. And guess who it comes from, Jamie? The center back, Jared Wrist, one of the most unlikely players on the pitch to score. But he gets the all-important equalizing goal. 4-4, a 3-goal comeback. And looks like 1 point in the bag for Tobacco Road.
Well, I said it before, and he's done it again. Jared Wrist has an eye for goal, and he's got the all-important equalizer. What a comeback from Tobacco Road FC. They look down and out at 4-1. It's 4-all.
And this has been one of the best comebacks you'll see all season in the PDL. Tobacco Road found themselves 4-1 behind with about 25 minutes to play. And ladies and gentlemen, it's now 4-4. And Tobacco Road are in here again through Ray. Here's Ray. Centrally. Here's Wynn. Is that a goal? Is that a penalty? I thought that was a certain penalty, Jamie. Like nothing but man-to-man contact there.
It was hard to tell from this angle, but to me that looked like a certain penalty. Wynn maybe went down a bit theatrically, and that's what gave the referee impression that it wasn't. He also pointed towards the ball as if the defender won it, but that doesn't mean he necessarily won it cleanly there. Big decision from the referee there not to call a penalty for Tobacco Road.
A huge decision there, Jamie, because Tobacco Road would have had a prime opportunity to get 3 points out of a game and 4 unanswered goals in a row. They already got 3 unanswered goals. I don't know what has changed in this team since they got behind 4-1 with about 25 minutes to play, but they have looked deadly in front of goal since then. Have finished all their chances, and just shows how talented they are going forward. When they put it all together, all the puzzle pieces, they are one of the most dangerous teams in this league attacking forward. Bar none. I don't think anyone would argue that. They can score goals galore. Have just struggled to defend this year at times, but this will be a great result for a Tobacco Road team who was really getting blown out, and we even thought this game was over too, Jamie.
Definitely, I did not expect this at all, and Tobacco Road, credit to them. Brilliant to turn this one around. Oh. And they're still going at it here for the 3 points.
Yeah, they have looked full of energy since getting behind. You can not unaccustomed to seeing teams getting behind 4-1 and putting their heads down and, you know, losing by even more goals, but that's not been the case with this Tobacco Road team, and credit to them. They haven't complained, they haven't moaned, they haven't sat there and pouted. They've gone about their business and got back into this match 4-4. What a result this would be. But also, on the other hand, if you're a Hammerheads player on this pitch right now, you got to be extremely disappointed with how this game is looking like it's going to turn out. But Kelly, the good cross in the box. Kelly really the shining light for Wilmington tonight. He's looked dangerous every time he's got the ball, but Ray on the chase again. Jonathan Ray. Oh, unlucky from Ray. Just looking for Gardner over the top. Mullen, poor turn there as Fisher wins it back. Here's Kelly. Heaney, good clearance by McCartney. Scon. Good bit of defending there from Moser. Sketchy bit of play there from Mullen, but McCartney cleans it up. Mendoza. Mullen. Sprays it out wide to Agiovlasitis. Ray. McCartney, the center back, pushing upfield now. One of the tallest players on the pitch. Tobacco Road not looking too eager to get forward, but they'll go through Moser. Oh, Hodge! What an opportunity for Marshall Hodge. I don't think he thought that ball was getting anywhere near him.
That was the chance. The header shouldn't have been allowed there, but it missed the defender from the cross, and Hodge's header just flicked off the top of his forehead and just wide of the post there. Unlucky to make that sort of connection. Maybe meant to meet that with more of a meaty connection there, but just couldn't quite get it.
Yeah, Noah Kimball, number 14 for Wilmington, looked to get ahead on that, but just let it go right past him, and I don't think Marshall Hodge expected that ball to even get to him, so and he's certainly a defensive midfielder, not his job to necessarily score the goals. Doesn't score a lot of them. I don't think he scored this season for Tobacco Road, so can't blame him too much, but that was a golden chance. Because if he gets that header on target, Jamie, Tobacco Road might have just stole one of the most impressive victories of the season in the PDL, but this has still got to be one of the hardest fought ties of the season. Sees Tobacco Road come back from a 4-1 deficit with just under 25 minutes to play in the game. They tied it 4-4. Goals from Jonathan Ray, Chompe Mendoza, and Jared Rist got this team back in the match, and they'll be very happy to get a point from this game. Jamie, what are some of your final thoughts on this very impressive comeback for the Tobacco Road team?
What a match we've had here. Tobacco Road and Wilmington Hammerheads both very impressive tonight. Great goal scoring, great attacking play. Not the best defending, you'd have to say, but quite an exciting match one for the fans, definitely. And the Hammerheads looked home and dry when they were up 4-1 after Kelly's brilliant solo goal, but Tobacco Road, credit to them, got back in it. Mendoza, Ray, and then Rist, the most unlikely of scorers, gets the equalizer with just minutes to go. It's a hard-fought point for Tobacco Road, and it will definitely come in handy if they are to reach the playoffs.
Certainly will, Jamie. A huge momentum booster. A huge confidence booster for Tobacco Road. But for the Wilmington Hammerheads, very disappointing result. Still got the point out of it. A team that's sitting in 9th place right now. That's an all-important point for them. But that should have been an easy 3 points for Wilmington, and I think they would have thought that about 30 minutes ago. So, nonetheless, a 4-4 draw here in Durham, North Carolina, live from Durham County Memorial Stadium. I've been Jacob Turner. Alongside me, Jamie Patel. Hope you enjoyed the match tonight, and we'll see you next Thursday for another PDL South Atlantic Division matchup between Tobacco Road and the NCFC U23 as they meet again at 7 p.m. next Thursday. Thank you all for joining us, and have a great rest of the evening.